Hi, this is Makayla Leon, and welcome to the meditation session on how to create and maintain your perfect body. In our society, many people feel dissatisfied with their bodies, and perhaps more so than at any time in history. Having grown up in the field of beauty, modeling, and entertainment, I can definitely appreciate the pressure that most of us all go through to be perfect. We are surrounded by TV shows, media, social media, and all sorts of things showing models, celebrities with sculpted bodies and perfect features, which can set unrealistic standards, especially as modern life itself has become more sedentary. It is the norm for people to drive everywhere, sit down at their offices, and watch television or use the internet for many hours a day. And the average modern diet includes high amount of fat and sugar from all different types of meals that are not very healthy. So while we are consistently shown images of even higher standards of beauty and fitness, it's easier than ever to become overweight and out of shape. Of course, it is still very much possible to keep your body lean, fit, and healthy. It takes a kind of discipline to ensure that you avoid two of the major pitfalls. The first is pretty obvious. Getting fit and leading a healthy lifestyle takes time and effort. It takes dedication. And the instant gratification of laziness or putting on the TV or ordering a takeaway can be a temptation, especially when you're not in the mood to work out or exercise, or perhaps you're even a bit upset that you're not progressing as fast as you would like. So it is very important to develop a sense of commitment and to stick to your health program, whether you feel like it or not. You can treat this as a chance to really build your character and develop a resolve that holds strong, no matter what mood you're in. The second pitfall is more subtle. It's equally possible to feel constantly dissatisfied with your body, no matter how much you've progressed. Some models, and not just models, are cruelly starving themselves because of the pressure to be just one size smaller. That used to be one of my challenges, and I'm proud to say that I've found the healthy balance. And along with some models and other people that are trying to fit that mold, some bodybuilders constantly feel their muscles are still undersized compared to others, and so they start taking steroids and other drugs, even having surgery to bulk up more and more. Some of the reasons that these extreme behaviors happens is because when people become too fixated on a fantasy idea of what their body should be like, and they lose touch with that natural intelligence that their bodies can offer them. By the way, I'm not suggesting there's anything wrong with modeling or bodybuilding. As I told you, I used to be in that world, and I have bodybuilder friends. What I'm saying, it's just really important to make sure that any changes that you make to your lifestyle respect your long-term health, and that you stay in tune with your body's physical needs. Your body is a brilliant machine. Take the time to honor, nurture, and respect it. It's your vehicle in this lifetime. Think about an animal in the wild, for instance, where there was no such thing as high-fat milkshakes or desserts or some of the food that we have on our menu today. So the animal hunts for food every day and naturally exercises its body and stretches its muscles through the day. When you see a healthy wild animal, you're seeing an animal with a body that is completely natural, with a perfect balance of strength, agility, stamina, and strength. As you begin to relax to the words of this session and create a powerful vision and sense of what it's going to be like to have your body even more the way you want it, I like to invite you to wonder about how your body would be in its natural state. If you had grown up in the wild and eaten a balanced diet rich in protein, fresh fruit, vegetables, your physicality, your ability to move smoothly and organically with strength and purpose to have great posture, radiating health? What would that be like? And what lifestyle choices would lead you to that kind of body? What will you need to be doing over the coming days, weeks, months, years, ahead as you move into that long-term vision of your perfect body? Now, if you haven't yet already, go ahead and close your eyes right now. As you begin to wonder about these questions and begin to plan in your mind for the changes that you want to make real now, as you take a slow, deep breath and really begin to relax. And just let your mind begin to drift. It used to be believed that daydreaming was just a waste of time, and that your brain was drifting without purpose. And that's certainly something many teachers used to say to children. And unless you were tensing your forehead and making a lot of visible effort to focus, then perhaps you were told you weren't a good student. But recent research into the brain has revealed how tremendously busy the brain is when it daydreams. Did you know a very wealthy man by the name of Richard Branson has said at one point that his favorite pastime is daydreaming. Daydreaming, when done in a specific manner, illuminates your genius. When you daydream, busy problem solving, busy processing information, and whole areas of your brain light up in quite a different way when you daydream from how they do in an ordinary waking consciousness. And this is what every human being on the planet has evolved to do, to process information and to solve problems, to create vivid new goals. When you drift away for a bit, and sometimes this happens when you take a walk or when you lay down and gaze at the ceiling. Other times you may even let your other mind take over for a while and begin to dream. And it's that other mind, your unconscious, that knows how you instinctively relax. You know that feeling of being on a long journey somewhere? The rhythm and the movement of the vehicle you're traveling in? Maybe even gazing out the window, seeing the scenery flying by. And as you continue to relax, notice how your facial muscles start to smooth out. Your shoulders start to sink as your mind begins to comfortably wander. Relaxation, meditation, is just a way of deliberately nudging your mind and body into that same dreamlike state so you can tap into your fantastic resources deep within. And just as you naturally drift off and relax sometimes, so you can learn to do so intentionally. Because even as I've been talking, your body has been responding. You might even notice you've become more still, that your arms and legs feel increasingly reluctant to move. And of course, you could move them if you wanted, if you wanted to feel more comfortable, as you wonder what would happen if you were to cultivate this stillness. If you begin to notice the growing comfort in your perfect body and to amplify it, ask your shoulders to relax even a little more, to ask your facial muscles to smooth even more than that, softening, noticing the loosening of the muscles around your chest and your upper back, the lower arms, a real sense of calm beginning to flow through your stomach muscles, down your lower back, down through your legs, thighs, calf. And I'd like you to take a few moments now to see how relaxed you can imagine your extremities of your body becoming more and more relaxed. To imagine your toes and feet, your fingers and hands becoming more and more rested. Perhaps with every out-breath, a little more relaxed, a little heavier, in such a very comfortable way. And as your fingers and toes relax even deeper, the rest of your body can use that as a signal to relax deeper, 2 or 3 times, 4, 5 times deeper and deeper, still, into a very dreamlike and restful state of consciousness where you can begin to learn in other ways than conscious ways, and how to develop a deep relationship with the rest of you, eagerly listening, physically absorbing, responding to your intent to become who it is that you are naturally when you take excellent care of yourself in every way, and feel your vitality begin to flow. And when you plant a seed and give it perfect conditions, including fertile soil, nutrients, sunlight, temperature, and humidity levels where it can really thrive, then all the blueprints in that seed, in its DNA, for how it can grow into a strong and healthy plant, gets to be used in the most optimal way, and that plant grows to its fullest potential. Now, I'd like you to begin to dream a dream vividly, right now, of an alternative reality where the environment you had grown up in was so much more primitive and basic than the modern world. The kind of environment your DNA planned for you to thrive in, where you'd sometimes be running, the air rushing past your face, feeling your feet spring you forward, moving with such vigor and grace, scrambling up hills, ducking and diving behind bushes and rocks, your spine and neck flexible, and your whole body moving in smooth, sweeping motions, nourishing yourself on fresh food where you could find it. The thrill of sinking your teeth into fresh berries, and that nourishment making your taste buds sing in unison. And even though life is far from easy in this alternative world, I'd like you to notice new pleasures. The pleasures of feeling fully alive. The feeling of your heartbeat. To take a deep breath of fresh air and feel revitalized by the oxygen, and how motion itself can feel so sensual, feeling your body as you notice your muscle tone, your flexibility, your strength, the physical desires within you to move and play, to connect with others, to be in your body, to rest deeply, to eat healthy, fresh food. And oh, what it feels like to know that the blueprint in your cells for how your body is meant to be, when it's given a chance to really thrive, is revealed to you here as a physical sensation of feeling fully alive and deeply enjoying and radiating such an attractive, charismatic life force. And this is a template that you can use to guide you as you begin to make plans for your own future. In the other world, as you plan your exercise, as you plan how you'll eat, sculpting your body like an artist, you are a work of art, perfect, capturing the magnificence of nature in a physical form, because there's a direction you want to be moving in physically. And I'd like you to see yourself out there in the future, your natural, perfect body, so absolutely you, your age, your height, and to see yourself radiating vitality, eating a balanced diet, strong and supple, the perfect realization of your genetic blueprint, how you will be when you're given just the right environment, just the right nourishment and exercise to let you really thrive. And the pride in yourself, the physical enjoyment of being in your own body, of catching people's eye with your own charisma and vitality, is something that can inform every choice that you make in the days and weeks ahead. The thought of whether to exercise and eat well, or whether to stay in and watch TV, sabotaging your beautiful body with junk food. Notice that thought of if that sabotage happens to pop in your mind, and notice an image of a pasty, misshapen potato slumped on your couch or your chair, a waste of so much potential. Keeping that in mind, knowing that you have the perfect DNA and blueprint, can really propel you forwards. As you notice that each time you make a healthy choice, you get that much more further away from that couch potato and much, much closer towards that vitality, beauty of feeling fully alive and developing a real strength of character as you do. And what will be the very next activity you're going to do on your path to developing the body that you want? And when are you going to do it? Now, really solidifying that as a definite part of your schedule in your life, you can listen to this session regularly and deepen your commitment to developing the body that you want, your natural, perfect body. And the more steps that you take, the more this becomes a way of life. And it's easy to make this part of your lifestyle and journey into your perfect body. Now, as you prepare to return from this journey, coming back to a more conscious awareness, noticing the sensation of the surface you're resting on, the position of your hands and feet, as you're getting back into your body, more present into this present moment, and to your surroundings. And you can just come all the way back to now And go ahead and open your eyes and give yourself a nice stretch. Welcome back.